Bhagavan Rajagrihe.
So today we shall bring about this subject of refuge. What refuge is all about. Why is it very, very important? And also, I would like to take up the importance of Guru Yoga, or perhaps the importance of the Guru. Submission to the Guru is perhaps the most important event in the Vajrayana, or we talk about Tantric Buddhism. This is the highest stage of spirituality when we talk about the Dharma. It begins with Buddhism and it goes beyond Buddhism. When we take refuge, it's really surrendering your body, your speech, and your mind to all the deities, surrendering fundamentally yourself, giving up yourself totally, unconditionally to the teacher, to the Buddha. What is the Buddha? In the beginning we think of the Buddha or associate the Buddha with the founder of what we call the religion Buddhism, who was Shakyamuni Buddha. But if we look more deeply into the meaning of the Buddha is the supreme enlightenment that there is in our life. It is the only reason that we are living. Sometimes I would say, what is the purpose of life? The purpose of life is to live. And in order to live, there's a need to be enlightened. Enlightenment has nothing to do with seeing some kind of a bright light in the sky and getting bedazzled and amazed by that light. Enlightenment is very, very simple. It's simply seeing things as they are. It is experiencing yourself as you are, without any mask, without any imagination, without the mind. So this is the reason why we live. And when we seek refuge, we surrender everything that we can possibly surrender, fundamentally represented by what you call the ego. I say what we call the ego because the ego does not really exist. It is only a name that we call the ego. But that ego has begun to live a life that seems to be endless. It begins to be the reason why we live. The reason why there's so much trouble in the world today is because of the belief in that particular ego as being real. Taking refuge is surrendering the ego, surrendering what you call yourself, with all the titles, with all the imaginings about the self, surrendering all the beliefs the self seems to be believing in, surrendering all those things, not leaving anything behind. To take refuge is surrender all kinds of beliefs, including your belief in taking refuge, including your belief in surrendering to the Buddha. All kinds of beliefs that have certain connections with what you call yourself. It is surrendering your I, your me, and your mind. Surrendering everything what I believe I have. Surrendering all your entitlements, titles. Surrendering everything that you are clinging on to. This is refuge. It is not just putting your head down and prostrating your whole body to the ground. That refuge is something that you take upon you 24/7. Everything that you take with you every moment of your life. When you begin to wake up in the morning, the very first notion of what you call yourself, you begin to let go and surrender yourself. You begin to realize that the self that I have a notion of is not really here. This is just a drama that I create every day. It is a realization that yourself does not really mean anything. So refuge, something you do for the good of the other person, for the happiness of the other person. You don't leave anything to yourself. Some people say, I have to love myself first, then I will love others. When you begin to love yourself, actually you don't really have the real reason for loving. Most of us, we do love, or we do give love to people. We know it because we believe that love is going to return to us anyway. So what we call love is nothing but an investment. I invest love, then love comes back. Loving totally, which means that there is no self in the loving. Giving totally what you call yourself.
Evam maya shrutam ekasmin samaye Bhagavan rajagrihe